or something, but she's here.
There's a child spirit, probably female.
I feel like she's hiding or feels uncomfortable. We're only here just to...
Here's where things get interesting. Dash is now in the attic. He believes he's made contact with a young girl. He says she's crouched down, scared, and hiding in the corner. He feels a need to help her.
Back over here. If you don't know that you're dead, we'd love to let you know.
Dash makes an attempt to help the spirit if she
And
wishes.
if we're being invasive, we're not trying to be. I don't feel like you need to hide anymore. Whatever the reason you're hiding, I'd like to know what it is. If you'd give it to us, whatever it is, you can feel free and you can turn around and come right out of that corner and you can walk downstairs with us and you'll be okay. So come on.
She may not be ready to leave right now, but she's about to make her presence known to all of us. Coming up,
Twice. It sounded like a recording that went through
our
twice.
crew and cameras catch an eerie voice on tape. And our psychic gets attacked by a ghost.
And came running at me.
Under the glow of a full moon, we've come to the island of Galveston, Texas. We're investigating sightings of spirits and ghosts inside this 19th century building. Leaving our team of investigators downstairs, I'm going upstairs with only myself and my photographer to take a look around.
Every time we walk up here, and I've talked with a number of investigators, you have a hard time breathing. It's almost like somebody described it as being in 15 feet of water. This part of the building, we've learned, at one time was used as a infirmary for the Confederate Army.
And it's here where locals have reported seeing soldiers roaming the halls. I'm not sure if it's a soldier, but I spot something.
Something moved in this area. Something moved from here to here. I saw something like it was almost like a shadow.
I still can't determine what moved.
And this is
Could
where
be
the
my
owner
eyes playing tricks on me.
saw something.
Now, for some
Shadow
reason,
moved here.
I'm having a hard time breathing.
I was right in this area and having a hard time breathing again for some strange reason.
A bit spooked myself, I head back downstairs where our psychic is describing a vision she just had involving that infirmary.
There's an infirmary situation that the man with the head trauma.
Keep in mind, she
walks
was
the
not
infirmary
previously told this
situation.
building housed
People in
one during the
beds, and
Civil
there's
War.
Blood and there's bandages but it's real crude. And when I came walking down the hall, he pulled me in this way and made me stand here. And as I stood here, one of the soldiers went crazy. I don't know if it was from his injury or he just was crazy and came running this way at me. But he came running at me with something in his hand, and I didn't even know what he had in his hand, but it was something, and he was showing me that this person went nuts and he ran through the hospital situation, hurting other people and intentionally doing harm to patients that were in the bed. But yeah, and
Cindy claims the crazed spirit then stabbed her.
A pain sensation here. I have pain here, though, and so that could be because he ran at me with something, the one that went crazy.
Like you got stabbed.
Like I got stabbed. But it wasn't like, I mean, it was a broken piece of mirror or something. It shined, but it wasn't a knife blade. But it was more like a broken piece of mirror or a broken piece of glass or something like that. And he came running at me down the aisles of beds.
Downstairs in walkie-talkies, our crew picks up what we all believe is a child. Here's another listen. Trying to get a grasp on what happened, I start asking our crew members. Dash is the only one with somewhat of a logical explanation.
Because it sounded like a recorded sound. Like,
Like the robotic sound.
No, it was a definite person. Sounded like it possibly could be a kid.
Yeah, I got
Some
her.
help. She's gone.
Dash and Tracy explain how they discovered the child in the attic. He says the girl was frightened of other spirits, like the crazed soldier who just reportedly attacked Cindy.
And I felt she was afraid. And then when Cindy went up there, I didn't tell her. She was telling her that there was a bloody man up there, and I said, yeah, there's a real lower presence here, and he's probably just wandering, and the girl is afraid, and so I told her to come toward me.
Dash says he helped the girl outside the building away from the other spirits. I'm still baffled as to what I just witnessed.
You know, I'm telling you, I don't know, and I'm just saying that the temperature changed in my hand. The lady said you have her. Okay. Cindy said you have her. I grabbed her, I picked her up, carried her outside. She's sitting out on the bench, and while she's gone.
With the spirit of the child now gone, both Cindy and Dash feel that the child is crossed over to the other side.
I felt her right away when I came in here. I was just right there at the end of the hall.
And she was here, and she was in this corner, and she was afraid of the man downstairs. And I asked her why, and she said because he's bloody. And I asked her if she would come with us downstairs with Dash and I, and she said no. And the best I can explain it is the genie in the bottle thing. She kind of turned into a mist and went behind this wall. And so Dash told her, you know, if she would come out and she needed to go towards the light, and her mom and dad would be there waiting for her, and the bloody man wouldn't be there. And she seemed a little hesitant, and so Dash held out his hand to wait for her. And I saw her take his hand, and I said, I think you've got her. And he said, yeah, I felt her. So he took her, and then they headed down the stairs, and we stayed up here. And about the time he would have been nearing the front door with her was when the radios all went off, and you could hear a child calling for help.
Yeah.
So, yeah. If you feel good, you can usually tell when you do a release like that, and it's successful. If you're the one who bonded with the spirit, you can usually tell if they going on. I mean, you just.
Kids like it.
Yeah.
So we did a good thing, huh?
There you go. All of the day's work.
One thing I do notice is this evening has proven to take its toll on our crew.
Like actually making me throw up.
Several of our crew members reported feeling nauseous during the night. One time, some had to physically leave the building to avoid being ill. Technical consultant Pete Havlin learns his truck battery has been drained during the shoot.
So, the jumper cables?
Not very surprising considering drained batteries and flashlights are said to be common when dealing with spirits. Our psychic Cindy later told us she had a bruise on her chest from being stabbed by the spirit of that crazed soldier.
I still feel sick from the head I took earlier. So
And remember the trip I took upstairs by myself?
You guys feel problems with breathing?
This investigation may have not proven there are ghosts, but it has proven, at least to me, that there are things out there that can't be explained. That means there is much more to be discovered. How did someone once put it? The truth is out there somewhere. I guess we'll have to go find it. I'll be looking on the road beyond.